I've spoken to many Uber drivers and they all love it. They love the platform, they love what you're doing, they love that flexibility.
I love sitting down with Uber drivers and chatting to them. And drivers and delivery partners tell us they love the flexibility of being able to come online, offline when they want. And we know that people love the type of work. However, we need to increase the standards. How do we make sure that there are more protections and benefits? And increasingly, how do we make sure there's a safety net? Because you could be working on Uber and another platform at a given point in time and not being covered by the other platform. And so we really need to make sure that we are creating a robust earnings and safety net standard. We've signed agreements with the Transport Workers Union here in Australia to work with the government on the current reform process that are in place in making sure that they understand how we can retain that flexibility whilst overlaying the protections and benefits that are more traditionally associated with employment type of work.
When I was speaking, Dom, to some of the Uber drivers, they were concerned that losing that flexibility is going to be a big problem for them, and they would shift away from being an Uber driver if they lost that flexibility.
Flexibility is extremely important. My days and my schedule can be varied, so if I don't have flexibility, then really it's not going to work for me. I can't see myself driving with Uber on the app at all if flexibility is taken away.
We actually think this is a once in a generation moment to get this right. And essentially, building on our conversation, the most important thing that the government needs to make sure is that we are able to retain the flexibility that drivers tell us they love. 9 out of 10 tell us that if it wasn't there, they would not do this anymore. And so how do we create modern industrial relations reforms and laws that suit this modern type of work?
And I think the government realises that, but I think you need to go in and really reinforce the message that people love that flexibility, love the options, love the availability that Uber provides.
Uber has a unique perspective here because we have done this in many markets across the world. We've been able to thread the needle in between contracting flexibility and the protections of employment. I'm really proud of the type of work that we have created, and I 100% agree that politicians need to make sure that they're sitting down with the people that are going to be affected by these reforms.
I mean, it is a once in a generation opportunity here, and it is important, and I wish you all the very best in convincing the government that we need to get it right.
Yeah, no, it's a big responsibility to get this right. We will be part of the consultation process, which is currently underway, in working out how we can be working on a bespoke set of reforms that are truly groundbreaking and will take the Australian industrial relations system into the modern digital economy in a really exciting manner.